Captain Devin here. I've got my co-pilot my co my co-pilot Doogie is not on his perch. He's typically perched up right over my shoulder here, and I don't know where he is. He's always here upon takeoff, and well, maybe he's around here. Dukes, Dukes. Okay, I don't see him. He's not here. That's a little alarming because Dukes has never missed a flight. Everyone knows Doogie shows up. He sleeps during the whole flight, but he's always here. So I'm sure he's in the commode. Maybe he has his leg caught on something. I don't know, but he's not pushed his life alert button quite yet. And once I'm thinking about it, I don't know how he would do that. He's a little bit there's something coming towards us, and we haven't even done our pre-flight checklist. Well, I'm sure this guy's going to do the right thing and not run into us. That was too close. Wow. This is the wrong runway to be doing that type of stuff on. But, okay, so Dukes is obviously not here. I'm already thrown off my game, plus a plane was coming towards us on the runway. We're off to a really shaky start here. But today, we're taking off from Des Moines, Iowa, and we're going to be landing in Chicago. So this is a great flight. I've made it so many times, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even give you a range, really. So pre-flight checklist that's something I have no interest in doing whatsoever. I'm not going to do it. So one thing I just want to make sure is that our parking brakes, okay, parking brakes went off. Hey, we're halfway there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my feet on the old rudder pedals here. Pull my pant legs up. They're kind of hindering my foot movement here. Full diaper, kind of makes everything else stretch and limits your movement here. All right, I'm going to increase both engines to 100%. No warning alarms. It's a great day. It's a great day to fly a plane. That's what I say.
Altitude.
Okay, we're already getting an altitude. I don't know what the hell that could be. We just took off. How is altitude an issue? I don't know. I'm going to keep my engines at 100%. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to bring up the landing gear because, believe it or not, you actually bring that up when you take off. You don't fly continuously with your landing gear if it is retractable. Okay, so that's coming up. Not bad. We're doing pretty good, actually. Okay, I probably will. Okay, so my flaps. Yeah, flaps. I don't want them, so I'm gonna take them at 0. And pretty steady. My trim, I need to get this figured out. My trim was at 18%. Shh. What? Fuck. Okay, come on. Oh, for Pete's sake. I just don't get it. Actually, I get that one. I was going way too fast. This had something to do with the trim and... Oh, God, I just peeked at the map. We're like, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to do a turn. I missed it. That's all there is to it. A little bit off course. Other than that, the flight's going great so far. Look at that. Look at Des Moines. I mean, fantastic. Look at that view. Every time I leave this airport, I always do a turn like this, and I always look at the ground and say, what a view. It gets prettier every time. Heck of a city. It's got everything you need. Wow. The fuck? I'm not even going fast. Okay, I'm gonna lower these engine speeds. Because I don't know why... We gotta get this bird back into the shop. Ah, some bodies of water, eh? You know where I'm going. I sure hope there ain't critters in there. We fly right over them. We might go down in that puddle. And that wouldn't be good. Now, old Doogs, I really would like to know where the guy is. Because he is an unreliable ass, but he always makes the flight. He always makes it. He sleeps through the whole thing. He blows snot everywhere. He demands that I feed him strawberries with my hands that I don't wash. And, you know, he's a bad guy all around, but he always makes the flight. So I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Palm Pilot is acting up here. Oh, boy. I can't even... Come on. It's almost like that alarm is on a timer, and it just does it. Because I don't even know what I was doing wrong. Okay, let's see here. Is there a map button? That's not it. Well, I don't even know how to get out of this. Nope. There we go. There we go. Figuring out technical issues in real time on the bird. Now, I don't know if that's correlated with Doogie missing. Maybe he was fiddling with the iPad and he realized he got into a sub-menu that he couldn't back out of, couldn't figure out what's going on, and maybe he is hiding somewhere on board. I have no idea. But one thing I do know, AC is on the fritz. It is dang steamy up in here. Real steamy. The stank is atrocious. Now, it's not as bad as usual because, you know, I do miss Dukes, right? He's my co-pilot. I kind of need him here. But I'll tell you what, with him not being here, there is a lack of stank that is very apparent. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's poop. The guy poops all over his perch right here. It's disgusting, and it's right over my shoulder, and it's almost nose level. So the stank does not have to travel very far from his shit to my nostrils. Now, I don't smell that. I smell my own diaper, but the other stank is more of a hot BO and clothes that haven't been washed smell. And I know where the clothes smell's coming from because I don't wash these. I mean, I might throw it in the dryer from time to time, but wash it? This thing's good luck. I'm never going to wash this. I just got to stay hydrated. It's so important for a pilot to stay hydrated. That's something they don't tell you in flight school. And I definitely went to flight school. Which one, you may ask? $6,400 feet above water level. Goodbye, Des Moines. Little joke I do. It sometimes gets a laugh. I'll laugh at it sometimes. That's about it. What the heck? We got a lake. You know I gotta check out this lake. Let's blast across this thing. We might see some people wakeboarding. I hate to go off track, but you know, it's actually a pretty easygoing flight. I'm not in a rush. I don't give a shit about the passengers. I got no place to be. Wow, now this is a long lake. What the heck is this? This thing might even go out to an ocean. Wow, we're hitting slight turbulence. Not a problem, not an issue. But man, we're off to the races on this flight. I gotta check out this body of water. I need to get a nice close look at this thing. I'm gonna decrease throt. In turn, I'm gonna decrease tude. And we're gonna see if we can see any pontoons. I might even try to skip this thing's belly off the water. Who knows? Now, once again, fuck. I'd not even... Okay. I might as well just kill the damn plane. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. I'm looking directly at it. Mother Nature. Mother Mercy, more like it. Wow. Oh, this looks good. This looks real nice. Dang. Is that a wakeboard boat I see? It is not. It's just the shoreline. There was not any sort of boat. Wow. Let's just take a gander, shall we? Let's put our peepers on this shoreline. There might be something cool. We might see a bobcat. Trying to get a sip of water with its family. Maybe they got in an argument. And they need to blow off some steam and stomp around in the water. I don't know. I don't know what the heck these bobcats are up to. My goodness. All right, give me give me one. I'm gonna start climbing. I'm getting real nervous. I'm getting so nervous because although I wanted to see the bobcats, I don't want to see them that bad. Don't want to get that close to them. Son of a gun. I can't keep myself from doing it. All right, we're going to peel off of this lake. I think this... What's this lake even called, I wonder? Loose Cable Lake. That's probably what it's called. Old Loose Connection. But look at those fingers. Pretty as they could possibly be. Iowa. I just have a complete inability to keep this thing from beeping. There we go. Now we get a nice little panoramic view. Son of a gun. Okay, yeah, we're heading perpendicular with the flight path. That's okay. That's a heck of a lake, though. God dang it, I should have taken some video footage of that. I just bought a new cassette for my camcorder. I bought this compact camcorder. It's, I mean, top of the line, real good stuff. And, but I make this flight all the time, so I'll catch it on the next run. All right, we are getting this is a little bit too low for comfort. Now, I know there's not a lot of montañas in Iowa, but you never know. A stray radio tower could be a recipe for a bad day. And I don't need any more of those this week. It's been a rough week. I don't really feel like talking about it. Maybe later. In the back of my mind, I keep thinking, where the heck is Doogs? Where is my co-pilot? I mean, where could he even be? Soliman. What the heck? The heck is Soliman? I mean, we're gonna have to check it out. It's on the way to the flight path. We're fine. Nobody's gonna be bitching. Soliman. It's a very odd name, first off. I'm going to do kind of a dive bomber technique on this thing, because I don't even want to see this out the port side. I'm going to see it right off the nose. Son. That was a controlled descent. It shouldn't be doing that. What is Soliman? What is this thing? This almost looks like some sort of oasis. Okay, I'm going to have to do port side. What is this? What is Soliman? Tell you what, I don't know what it is, but I'm coming back to visit Soliman. That's all I know. That looks like a hoot. Let's gain 2. Let's get up there. Look at us gaining 2. I'm going to increase throt 100%. We're going to be up at 9,000 feet before you know it. Wow. This bird... Come on. Okay, I've lost track of my horizon. Nope. See, there's a little screen in front of me with a blue background. Blue background with a little tan portion. It's my horizon. You can see if I turn, shows I'm not level with the horizon. Now, I did forget that that was a thing until just now. But we're all calibrated again. Nothing to be worried about. Look at us. 6,500 feet. Probably going to decrease throt. Go ahead and take it to a kind of like a 76, 77% myself. Or 75, 76. Uh-oh. Units of speed, we're going 220. That's quick. Okay, slightly off the path. Nothing new. As most people know, I refuse to use autopilot, but I do forget where it is to make sure it's off. It is off. Confirmed. Autopilot is not engaged. This freaking cockpit is a pigsty. I have so much garbage in this place you wouldn't even believe. I'm gonna do a little bit of house cleaning. There's not even anything left in here. right. Bottles. I mean, I just got shit. Just shit everywhere. Wow. Now, I would lay money we're still in Iowa, and I got no problem with that. Now, we're pretty steady right now, which is nice. So, I think it is as good a time as any to go ahead and do one of my favorite things to do, which is
maintaining Toot with Captain Devin and Dude.
if you're completely new to that segment, essentially what it is you have to be a real numbskull if you can't figure out what the hell that means. But to be specific about it, is whatever my altitude is, I try to, you guessed it, I try to maintain that tude. And I give myself a 20-foot window. I can't go more than 10 feet above or 10 feet below that specific tude. So I'm going to wait until I kind of level out because it is much more difficult than you would think. So it has not started yet. So don't be looking at the tude. Now the tude is in the bottom right-hand corner. And I'm still haven't started. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting to my starting point. Okay, I think we're ready to start the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go. Look at that. Look at us. We're okay. Look at us maintain it. See the overcorrection that fuck. Okay. Oh God. It's not it is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy to
maintaining Toot with Captain Devin and Dude.
And it's such a shame that was going so good. I really thought I had that one. And see, the problem might be me actually touching the sticks. Okay, never mind. It's just, I'm not even going to look at the tude anymore. I'm not even going to try to maintain it. It's impossible. I'm just going to say that. Without assistance from the bird, it's impossible. It cannot be done. I'm one of the best pilots out there. So much time, I'm not going to get specific about it. So much time behind the sticks. And I can't do it. Can't do it. It's so frustrating, though. More trash. That had a little juice in it. I'm just trying to stay hydrated up here. There's just, I mean, it's like all these things are empty. Just a pigsty. It's really gross. Stinks like shit. And I'm never gonna clean this. It's not my job. Wow. Life on the open sky. This is it. You might think it's boring, but I'm living out my dream right here. It looks like there's some sort of town in front of us. Decent-sized town, if you ask me. What do we got? Of course, I got a decreased tude. Keep that alarm from going off. I'm sick of hearing it. What is this? Bellevue Farms. Fantastic. Heck of a establishment. God dang it. I am just burning up in here. I really gotta... I at least need to get a fan going or something. You'd think I'd learn after all this time in the sky. But this AC ain't working worth shit. Bird's got to go into the shop anyways. Might have him take a look at it. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful day, clear skies, no storms. Beautiful country. Weiss. I'm gonna guess we're still in Iowa. Weiss, Iowa. Love it. Weiss is very nice. That's on the sign when you pull in down the interstate into Weiss. Not very original, but I mean it's kind of low-hanging fruit, really. I do have some ice cubes here. I might just ever so gently tap it on my cheek. Yes. Yes, that is the ticket. That is the ticket. That actually does feel good. And I ain't lying. Got a little bit of liquid on my yolks because I dropped the ice cube kind of aggressively. Nothing should short out from that. I'm positive. Where's Dukes? Where is he? He hasn't called or anything. He hasn't texted. He hasn't sent me a fax. I don't know where this guy is. I might have to contact Tower soon if I don't hear from Dukes. And I hate contacting Tower. Those guys are just the worst. Some real uppity sons of bitches they are. And I just don't want to put up with that right now. I'm sorry. I don't. I know I said the AC is on the fritz. This could be correlated. My whole body hurts as well. Now, I'm a pilot. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what it could be. If it's some sort of vitamin deficiency. I was walking through some fields the other day. I don't know if I got bit by a tick and I have like Lyme disease. My whole body hurts. My neck hurts. My shoulders. My legs hurt. And it's a shame because I've been told that my legs are my best feature. The person who said that was me. I was looking into a mirror, but my eyes were closed, so there was no way of knowing I was the one who said it. I heard it loud and clear. Great set of legs on you, Captain Devin. Thanks. What are you doing later? Shut up. You're funny. Okay, we got a plane to fly. I could keep going. You know, you just get life on the open sky. You just get distracted sometimes. Think about the past. I mean, I could straight up down some liquids right now, I'll tell you. Like a camel. What do we got here? What is this? Information Technology Facility. I don't want to be flying over that. That sounds kind of important. There might be a no-fly zone. It's a facility for technology information. I don't know what they could be doing in there. thought I heard a faint alarm. It was not. It was not that. I don't know what it was. What's this? Okay. We got a hospital up here. That's pretty cool. As far as I know, no one on board needs that. So I'm not even going to worry. I'm just going to blow past this. I think everyone's tip-top. Now, I was just going off on how I'm sick, but that's nothing new. God dang. It's got to be 90 degrees in this cabin. It's like one step less than a sauna, is what it feels like. Uh-oh, more bodies of water to our left. Let's take a peek. Okay. Decent. Decent. I gave it a 6.8. It's a good body of water. Look at that. Looks like it's flowing this time of year, too. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is it. This is my happy place. In the sky. If only Dukes was up here. I gotta be honest. I hate to say it, because he's a real bastard, but I miss the guy. I don't miss his stupid fucking jokes, though. I should say joke. A singular joke where he says, ring, 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 ring. And then he starts laughing. And I'm laughing thinking about it, so maybe the joke works, you know? Now I kind of find it funny. Maybe it's because he's not here. But it just... maybe there's something to it. I need to think about that joke a little bit more. Might need to write it down and kind of just read it over and over and see if I'm really just missing something. It's entirely possible. I can't even make out this. There's so much dang trash on this bird. I can't even make it out. I can't make out what town this is. It's just like it just appears. I'm not aware of it until I'm flying, and then I notice how much of it there is. It's disgusting. So, as everyone knows, I got a new Palm Pilot not that long ago, and started keeping a little bit of a video journal going on, because this specific model of Palm Pilot is equipped with a camera that can take video with audio as well. It records sound. And it's really top of the line tech. I got a great deal on it. And it's just something I like to share with everyone. And it's just called Captain Devin's Flight Logs. And of course, you know, I say that and people just immediately think I'm talking about turds. Just piles of shit in a toilet bowl. Which is, I mean, it's so gross. I couldn't, it's child humor. And I could never think that that's funny. Because when I say Captain Devin's Flight Logs, I am talking about my journal entries. I'm not talking about pieces of poop. I mean, I never found that funny, even as a child. But enough of that. We're kind of going off on a tangent once again. Yeah, go ahead and kind of show a little journal entry of my flight log.
Captain Devin's flight logs, number 3. I'm going to go ahead and read an entry from my journal, posted about a week ago. I woke up under the bridge again. I decided I should try and make some supplemental income due to the fact that I've fallen on hard times financially. My plan was to extort money from people crossing the bridge, like a toll. The first person I encountered knocked me out and I pissed myself. And when I came to, I crawled back under the bridge and slept for the remainder of the day. I also found what I thought to be a rare beanie baby. It turns out it was just a dead squirrel. End of day.
So, obviously that was kind of a video diary of a written diary. But all in all, you can just bundle all that up and say it's part of Captain Devin's flight logs. I'm having a blast with that piece of tech, though. Really having fun with it. Wow, look at these fields. These look great. Tell you what. I see them and I like them. Not much else to say. You just know it. I tell you what, I would love... You know what would be a real dream to me? I'm going to climb to about 10,000 feet. And what I want to try to do, I'm really going to try my hardest to do this, is I want to climb to about 10,000. I'm going to take my engines down to about 76%. And then I'm going to adjust my trim and just see if I can maintain tude. I mean, I'm getting calluses on my hands because they're always on the sticks, and no other pilot deals with that. I mean, pilots, they don't touch the sticks for 90% of the flight. And I'm touching the sticks 99% of the flight, you know? And so everyone has their own way of doing stuff. But clearly, I'm doing things a little bit different. Alright, so we are climbing at an alarming pace. I have a feeling the oxygen masks are going to deploy soon for the passengers. There's probably people getting altitude sickness, fainting, maybe some vomiting happening as we speak. But we're almost at 10. We're almost there, peeps. All right. Look at that. All right, 10,000 feet. Engines. Let's try to stick to this plan. I just want to see if I can do it. 76. Let's try that. Now, I am just going to adjust my trim. Down, up, down. Okay. I have a feeling I'm just going to be adjusting the trim as much as I was touching the yokes before. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. See, I'm going down. Now, because really right now I am trying to maintain tude, but I'm trying to do it differently than the... It's impossible. I'm seeing now that it is actually impossible. You can't do it. Oh, Lord Almighty. Whew. Give me an ice cube. I gotta dap the cheeks again. Ah, okay. Yes, yes, yes. That is very nice. Mm-hmm. I like it. Oh. Feels great doing that. Slightly off course. Nothing new. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna contact Tower, and I'm gonna see if they have any info on Dukes. They might have heard from him or heard from somebody. Tower? Captain Devin. Have you heard from Dukes? Okay, you don't need to call me that. You could just say no. Alright. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Okay. That was Tower. I was hesitant to call them before. It's a bunch of jokesters who work up there. And it went exactly as I thought it was going to. I'm not even going to repeat what they said. I'm pretty sure that's against FAA regulations, what they actually said over the airways. But, whatever. Long story short, they haven't heard from them. Boy, what the heck? Tell you what. Maybe the AC just needs to be recharged in this thing. I mean, we're talking a Cessna Citation CJ4, folks. Top of the line aircraft, but, you gotta maintain her. And I don't. That's not my job. And if it is my job, I don't. That it shouldn't be. A pilot maintaining his own plane, that's ridiculous. God dang it. I don't know what I ate earlier, but it is really disagreeing with my body. It smelled real bad. I shouldn't have even tried to eat it. But sometimes you get desperate. You haven't eaten in 16 hours and, something that smells like shit and looks like shit. You just say, well, I can probably take something from this. There's got to be some nutrients in here somewhere. I'm not going to expand on that anymore. If only the passengers knew what was going on in this cockpit. Thank God for the partition, am I right? Because they would be scrambling trying to get out the emergency exit, right? On the two exit rows. And that would actually be more scary for them because they would quickly realize that I have those welded shut. You ain't getting out of this bird. Either I get out or no one gets out. That's how I fly. You don't like it? You can't get out, but you could deal with it. File a complaint when we land. That's what I suggest. Wow. Oof. Oof. Yikes. I mean, you talk about stank. Stank City, population me. That's what's happening up here. Plane's running great, though. If I'm being honest, it's running really well. There haven't really been any mechanical issues. It's a clear day. Very little turb. Turb is short for turbulence. I wonder what state we're in. I always wonder that. But, you know, there's no way of knowing. See, I look at this lake and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Where are we? I have no idea. No clue. There's some sort of city on that waterfront. Looks like a good one, though. Tell you, a lot of good cities out there. Talk about clear skies. They don't get no clearer than this. Now, from this height, the Earth almost looks like it has a curvature to it. Almost. We are only 9,500 feet above sea level. I don't know how far above ground level that is. These instruments are calibrated with water, sea level, not land level, because obviously it changes quite a bit. So, if I were to guess, this is just a guess, I'd say Iowa, maybe 8,900 feet above sea level, higher than Denver, I'd say. So we're probably, only 500 feet above the ground. Let me see if that looks about right. Yep, that looks just like about 500 feet. 485, somewhere around there. Wow. I hate to say it again. I hate to keep harping on this. But I am really missing Dukes. He tells bad jokes. He sleeps. He barks orders. Tells me to feed him. He shits all over his perch up there. Shits all over me. Which mixes into my diaper. And I'm not going to go on about that, but he's all these things. But he's my co-pilot. He's my boy. And there is definitely something missing. Even though he's always sleeping, there's something missing about his presence at least being right there. I can hear his tiny little heartbeat when he's right there sleeping. And I hear it. I mean, he's got heart palpitations like a son of a bitch because that thing is not consistent when he's sleeping. It's all over the place. It stops for a minute and then it beats like, 200 beats per minute for 25, 30 seconds. But still, his presence is missed. That's really what I'm trying to say. And I'm not doing a good job of saying it. Okay, I'm going to kick these engines down a little bit because I do feel like we are going to get the alarm soon. Just going off about Doogatha. Where could he be? I mean, there's a lot of places to hide on a plane, but I'm more scared that he got stuck somewhere. And he needs me. He should be up on his perch, telling his terrible joke. And moaning. The dude just moans. He's a moaner. It's starting to get, the heat in this cockpit might, I wonder if there's any correlation. I think I might be onto something here. This cockpit is getting smaller and smaller between the bacteria that's constantly growing. And it's getting tighter and tighter for me to move around in this place. You know, when I first started, I could kind of stand up and spread out and do all this stuff. And now I feel like I can't move an inch. I'm always bumping into stuff. And so, being that that's the case, it's a smaller area. Maybe there's like a vent that's being blocked. That's very possible. I don't know. We gotta land the bird. I need to quit getting distracted. We gots to land this bird. That's what we're paid to do, god dang it. Look, we've been up in the air for, I don't know, about not quite an hour, but close to it. And Chicago, I mean, we're talking at least minimum 3 more hours. Speaking of taking up room, just garbage. There's just so much. There is so much up here. It's disgusting. I don't know. And I don't think this is all from me. It could be, but I don't think it is. Wow. Hey, look at this. We're kind of maintaining tude. Would you look at that? Are we did we... I know we didn't just find the balance. Okay, now we're descending pretty consistent. Okay, now we're descending fast. And I wasn't even touching anything. Son of a... I thought we... Now we're hitting turb. Okay. Things are starting to happen on this bird. There must be some sort of entity, some spiritual entity that is right in front of us. Because things were going great, and then all of a sudden they weren't. I mean, let's take a look at the displays on the bird real quick. Oh my god, that's a lot of buttons, isn't it? Kind of makes you go dizzy looking at them. Let's start over here. I'm gonna keep my eye on the tude as well. What's this? Channel, okay. In 62939. You know what that number means? See, the people who make these planes, I think they try to make it look very complicated. All these knobs, these are just volumes. It's like the radio, etc. That's all volume. ET, okay. Well, wonder if that's some sort of... I can't even guess, really. So, I mean, there's a lot of buttons on here, a lot of screens. And I don't know what a lot of them do. Oh, look at this. Okay. That's pretty cool. I can type. I got a little typewriter on board. It's kind of nice. Wow. Okay, that's neat. I like that. Let's just dive one. Okay, I thought there is numbers. Wow. Fantastic. Oh, shit. Okay. We're okay. This is Rochelle Munn Koritz. It looks like an airport. That's not our airport. Looks like a good one, though. I've actually landed there many times. You know, I need to read the handbook. Where's the glove box in the son of a gun? Okay. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm not going to keep looking for it. If I don't find it within 5 seconds, I'm done. I've already moved on. Garbage. I mean, I'm literally swimming in garbage around here. You just wouldn't believe it. Take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. There's garbage everywhere. Whatever thing I ate earlier is just really not sitting well. Oh, God. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to make it, if I'm being honest. Now this, Calm 1 volume. You know what? I'm going to try something a little crazy. I'm going to see what this does. How could that possibly have anything to do with the communications volume? What the hell is that about? Oh, something has gone haywire. That much is for sure. I'm not going to do it again. What did I turn it to? I turned it to 0? Well, I didn't quite mean to do that. I mean, I guess I'll just turn it back to whatever it was. Okay. That helps breathing like that, by the way. Son of a gun. Where's Doogie when you need him? Maybe he is stuck somewhere. I mean, he's not under the dash. I already checked. Come here, Diggs. Come here. Where are you at? I can't find him. I can't find him nowhere, and I'm not going to alert the passengers. I mean, if they... I mean, we're an hour into the flight. If all of a sudden I'm like, hey, has anyone seen my co-pilot? They're going to be like, are you kidding? Is this some sort of sick joke that this pilot's playing? And it's not, because I don't know where he is. Where's my boy? Ooh, Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. Don't mess with the volume knobs, folks. If you take anything away, take that. Don't mess with it. It's still... I don't even know what the hell that is. Like, why would a volume knob There must be a short somewhere. We gotta check the breakers. Oh, gosh. Tell you what. Oh, man, look at this. Colonial Acres. Wow. Heck of a place. Real nice, I've heard. I've only heard that. I haven't been there quite yet. I just wish I knew where Doogie was. You know? He's a stinky boy. But he's my stinky boy. And it makes me sad and nervous when he's not around. I wish I could just hear his jokes again and his crying. And I wish that I could get the goddamn AC in this place fixed because it is a real scorcher. I'm sweating. I'm sweating up a storm in here. I'll tell you. I can barely talk because the sweat's running down my mouth. And I'm getting it all over my yolks. That, I can confirm that that's the case. There's only so much a pilot can do. But the sweat is there. For Pete's sake. Now, what is this town coming up? I mean, we might need to climb altitude just to get cooler. I might need to crack a window or something. What do we got here? What's this place? What does it say? Dupage. That sounds kind of fancy for me. I don't know if they'd like me in Dupage. Now, I'm going 263. What the hell? I bet Dupage is nice. We gotta get to Chicago. The Windy City. I sure hope it's not windy when we land. Because I don't do good in anything but clear weather. It's gotta be, if it's windy at all, if it's more than a 20-mile-an-hour wind, I'm not landing. I'm gonna fly this thing till it runs out of gas. We got half a tank of gas. I've got half a full diaper. I could, we can fly around for as long as I want. Really. Now, I do think I got some sweat on my shirt earlier when I was sweating. I can't tell though, but I think it may have penetrated my pilot's outfit here. But we're coming into Illinois. We're almost in Chicago. I'd say 30 minutes. Now, of course, I have so much trash out here. I'm just going to unload the rest of my trash. I have so much out here. Just so much trash. Now... all the trash is off of the dash of the plane, and that's great. That's good news. And this is scenic country. We are looking at just beautiful country here. I mean, this is nice. Now, this is Chicago. We're getting close. We're getting close to Chicago, folks. And I ain't kidding. Now, the closer we get to Chicago, you know, the more I think, oh, is it going to be windy as shit? Am I even going to be able to land? I sure hope so. But only time will tell. Now, this...
Pterodactyl warning. Pterodactyl warning.
Pterodactyl warning. That can't be true. I had these systems calibrated not that long ago, and I know there's no pterodactyls in the area, but just to be safe, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my peepers with my little sight glass here. I'm gonna put my peepers out the port side of the plane and see if I can see any pterodactyls.
Hey, whoa!
Jesus fucking Christ. JFC. We have visual confirmation. Doogs, port side. A pterodactyl has taken my boy hostage. And I don't like it. I'll tell you what. I am sick of these GD dactyls effing with me, with my bird, and now they've made it real personal. They're effing with Doogs. That is my boy. And I could be wrong, but I think that pterodactyl had rockets attached to its back. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been drinking all day, so that may not even be the case. But I think I know what I have to do. That's my boy, okay? I have to go get him. I have to go get him. He's been kidnapped by a dactyl. And I can't stand for this no-mo. I can't, in good conscience. So I'm not even going to tell the passengers, but I know what I need to do. And I need to make the hard decision because I'm a hero and I'm a good man. Here goes nothing. I'm coming. Stay calm, dudes. I'm coming, dudes. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, bueno, hold on.